Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March 20th, 2017. This is NaytonTech's weekly tech news. Each week I pick 5 or 6 articles of things that interest me throughout the week, and I share them with you. I'll just give you a quick, brief overview for your week's news. There's a USB stick out now that can destroy just about anything in its path. A while ago, a USB stick was manufactured to test the limits of the USB circuitry in pretty much any electronic device. But it's obviously also can be used to destroy computers and things that, actually anything that has a USB port. There's a new version that just came out that is a lot more powerful than the previous version. Basically how it works is that you plug the USB stick in, it charges up using the 5-volt output, the charge output from the USB port, converts it up to about 200 volts DC, and then basically discharges it back into the USB port about 8 to 12 times per second. The main damage is that the 200 volts is just, it's such a high voltage, a lot of circuitry just can't handle it, especially when it's originally designed to only handle 5 volts. So it basically fries any circuitry in its path. So anything that's not protected, basically it just fries any chips and resistors, anything in its way. There's actually a few videos out there of people testing this, and it's actually really surprising how fast it destroys a circuitry. Usually within a second or less, you actually hear a pop or two, and the device just completely shuts off. Laptops, phones, laptops, phones, computers. Some people tested on some old computers. Maybe you can see a couple of people plugging into cars where they got the charging port, or even into the stereo, the stock stereo that's in there. So pretty much anything that has a USB port that doesn't have really good protection circuitry, it can fry. And that's what it's originally designed to do, was to test that circuitry. But of course, it can also be used for bad. So definitely pay attention. I'll show a couple of pictures of what the USB stick looks like. There's a white one that has kind of like a skull face on it. And then there's an unbranded, completely black one that, you know, if somebody really wanted to do some damage, they could buy one of those and hand it out to people. So just be careful. If you happen to notice one of these and it's from a place you didn't know where to get it, you know, don't pick up USB sticks off the street type thing. So I'll link that to their website below. It actually shows the different pictures, and what, you know, if you're interested in one for testing, it's there. Also some videos are on there as well. It's kind of interesting to watch. Next topic is Mass Effect's Andromeda. The early release was this last week to members of EA and Origin Access. The subscribers to that get access to the first 2 missions and some of the free roam access to the game. There's actually, if you haven't been paying attention to any of the tech news and YouTube and stuff, there's a ton of videos and GIFs out there of people kind of ranting on the game. There's some character animations and facial animations that just don't quite look right. They're actually kind of funny. I looked a few of them up, so I'll kind of post a couple little ones right here of what people are talking about. So it's been getting a little bit of bad publicity for that, but a lot of people are also talking. There are a lot of good things in the game. The graphics and things like that are actually pretty nice. The gameplay, some of the things you can do, open world stuff, or you can meet up with colleagues in the game, other characters. You can even drive some land vehicles, things like that. So there's a lot of things you can do in the game. It's still pretty locked down on what you can do. You can obviously get your character all built up as far as how you want to look, and features and things like that are also all included. People have been able to review the game, but they are not allowed to release it until, I believe, today, Monday or Tuesday. So we'll start seeing those roll out. little more expanse on the game, see what's past those first 2 missions. So keep an eye out for those. I might talk about it some more this next week and see how things go. I did hear or see a little excerpt that says that it doesn't look like you're going to be able to fix the animation stuff on the first patch that's coming out, but hopefully they'll get that stuff fixed very soon. Google has released a new algorithm that cuts down JPEG files by 35%. See if I can pronounce this correctly. It looks like it's pronounced Guetzli or Guetzli. Guetzli. It's the name of the new algorithm. Not too catchy in my opinion, but it's supposed to encode JPEG files. It's a better compression basically, and it can compress them up to 35% smaller in size for their file size. So the advantage of this mainly is to be able to keep the quality of the JPEG or the picture for basically like website downloading. So when loading websites and things like that, loading the website page, things will be loading a lot faster, especially for mobile platforms, things like that. It should definitely help. I actually have a picture here again. The left one is the original. The middle is the previous compression algorithm called, let's see, where did I put it? It's libjpeg. And then the far left one, so if you guys actually be the far right one, is the new Guetzli algorithm or compression encoder from Google. Google is releasing this as an open source project, so people can use it for free. They can update it or add to it, improve on it. So it's going to be a great tool for web developers to make their websites load a lot faster. AMD Ryzen 5 is coming soon. They're going to be released on April 11th, so here in the next few weeks. They're releasing 2 4-core chips and 2 6-core chips. They announced the 4-core chips are starting at 170 for the R5 1400 model and up to 250 for their R5 1600X for the 6-core. Not much else has been released on these besides their core clock speeds, their wattage requirements or consumption, and price. So we'll see more on those as that date gets closer. There's a teaser that came out just recently about AMD getting ready to release a 16-core chip with 32 threads that's supposed to compete with the $1,600 Intel i7 6950X that normally, the AMD one's supposed to go for around $1,000. So definitely give Intel a run for its money as far as price goes. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, it's not too much on the tech side of stuff. I'm actually going to put a little excerpt from the trailer here, but the new Doctor Who season 10 is going to be basically showing on April 15th. So I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so I am extremely excited that they finally had a release date for it. So season premiere is on April 15th. I believe it was at 9 p.m. Central Time. So definitely if you're into Doctor Who, check that out. Until next time, or next week, keep up on that tech news.
You're about to be exposed to the vacuum of space. This is the moment you've been waiting for since the day you were born. Now don't, Bill, with me to the TARDIS.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Visit us on the web at NaytonTech.wordpress.com, on Twitter at NaytonTech, on Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.